Hello everyone! So I want to share with you guys some plans I've come up with recently, as we'll talk about my week and what I've been working on too afterwards. But first off, plans, very important. So I've had some big ideas, and it all stems from what I've been doing, but I finally have the layout of these plans. And the plan is to create a series of videos to make the entry level of creating, designing, and building and rigging your own live 2D custom model incredibly easy. I'm talking 5% of the normal difficulty. That's my goal. So we already have the first video out of this series, and that is how do Vtube models actually work. That is an incredibly important video for me, guys. So if you're new to the channel, hello, how are you? Great, watch that video. It's very important for you, especially if you're thinking of making your own live 2D model. It teaches you how it works and operates, as well as basically discussing some of the fundamentals that make it a lot easier to create the model from scratch. So what we are going to be doing now is creating a video every few weeks, so I kind of have simple videos and I don't have to stress over, importantly huge videos every few weeks and stuff. We just have a few now instead of every single week. So next week, I'll probably be discussing the difficulty of live 2D model making. What are the difficulties so you understand the barriers and the pitfalls that catch you off guard, where the difficulty comes from so you know how to overcome it. An enemy you can see is a lot easier than an enemy you can. So we're going to talk about that next week, probably, maybe the week afterwards if I'm a little slow on it, but I'll try to make it a little better video and more, educationally instructive. And then after that, we're going to talk about how to make the live 2D model itself. Checklist. I've seen so many people, I'm like, oh wow, that's a great Vtube model. That's a nice animation. They're like, animation, that's how it starts. And it's like, you're insane, that's at an angle. Anyways, I digress. The point is, there's going to be videos that I'm going to be making that will lay it out very quick, easy, and simply on how to make a Vtube model. And then after that, we're going to do the rigging. That's not going to discuss specifically how to do the eyes and the mouth. I'm going to talk a little bit about that, but it's going to make it so that you understand those tutorials that teach you, and you're going to know how to start it off. It's going to talk about how to just get started, so you don't have to do anything. You can start rigging immediately after watching that video. You just go bam, 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 bam. Okay, now I'm going to animate the eyes. That's simple, everyone. It's going to make it very straightforward so you understand what you're doing, understand how to go about it, and take out the technical aspects and all the terrifying parts so you don't have to worry about it. It's going to be very easy and simple. So that's going to happen after the art, after the difficulty videos, and if we got some other needs, maybe we'll do some tracking and other things, or, intermediate level videos to help you guys out even further. But that's my big plan. So every few weeks, there will be a live 2D easy making video. I don't know what to call it. It's super tutorials, okay? It's going to be the best tutorials you've ever seen for creating live 2D Vtube models. You can make them as animated and crazy as you want, okay? So we're gonna go over that, and that's gonna be a big thing. So that's my new plan for video series stuff. So we're gonna be working on that soon, and it's gonna be great, guys. I'm hopefully draw some more people into my other videos. I've only got 40 people looking at the how Vtube models actually work video. My short did great, but it didn't draw many people. If you know any friends or someone that wants to know, link them to my channel and video, please. Seriously. Anyways, on to other matters. Now that's out of the way, that's what we're going to do in the future. So what has gone on in the past week? Well, art. I've done a lot of art. Tens of hours of art for funsies, for creating things, for improving things. I'm working on my model a bit. Now, the two things on my model I'm working on is, first of all, hands. Yeah, I've been working on hands again. I've been improving it. If you looked at my posts on my YouTube channel, you'll see that there's posts showing off some of the hand sketches I've been working on and stuff. It's a growing process, and I'm still trying to finalize designs on the hands, trying to make some gloves, trying to think of what would be too hard, what I shouldn't work on and stuff. Because angulation and stuff, and what would look weird and how it would work. But the more difficult things that you add to it, the better it will look in the end. So, but it has to look really good for those difficult things instead of the easy things that are simple and stuff. It's a complicated mess, everyone. I'm working hard on it. Now, on top of this, I've also thought, why not make my model a full model? You know, this is honestly a torso model. That's what I was told to do. It's easier to make a torso model for a live 2D free version model. You know, there's some limitations with some of the art file sizes and stuff, so I did a torso. I'm going to extend the coat, add legs, feet, boots. Boots have been my problem. I'm trying to make good-looking boots. I apparently don't have much experience making boots, everyone. Shoes are weird. Anyways, it's going better and stuff and doing stuff, and my technique for making like metallic battle scarring is going pretty good and stuff, so that's fun. On top of all of this, I've also been kind of working on my channel arts and stuff. I looked at Kick and noticed that it was very barren, so I added something a little fun to it. And let me tell you right now, the amount of people checking out my videos now have grown significantly on Kick. Now that's like 3 views, but like that's 3 views extra. Like I've been noticing a lot of my videos get a lot more sites and stuff and people looking at it if I have really good channel art. So if you guys are a content creator and you've got some boring channel art, make something fun and interesting that intrigues people to wonder what the frickin' hell you are. That works for me. Anyways, that's basically been my week. I've come up with plans for this new video series to work with and stuff that I'm going to have to get started on the next video. So that's going to be easy compared to the how to do the art and the rigging and stuff, because that's going to be more instructional. So I don't have about like 2 months to work on both of those in total. And the art's simple in a way, just got to make some basic beginner art stuff. But anyways, I'm also trying to make my hands, because I feel like when I finally make the hands in the full models, I can reanimate a lot of stuff with this model. Now, honestly, I'm planning a 2.0 improvement already, and I've been planning that for a while, but I decided why not prototype a bunch of stuff with my current simpler design model. It's very easy with the red coat and stuff. And, you know, make myself more. But I can also reanimate this a little bit, make it more improved. I've actually got a lot of improvements for this model already, like, done and in the works, but I have so much more stuff. I'm like, I'll just tack on some more stuff and add it later. But, you know, you never get to it because you're always improving it. And you're like, I'll put this on this version. I'll put that on that version. I'll make them all work together instead of piece by piece. But yeah, I've got to force myself to add in more simple improvements and add those halfway in. You guys know how it is. You start feature creeping a bit, and it becomes a bit more difficult, all that stuff, and it just gets to your mind and drives you mad. Yeah, I overcomplicate things and try to be over-perfectionist and do more insane ideas and stuff that I shouldn't be doing. But anyways, if anyone has been checking out my stuff and see something bare bones that I have not worked on, please let me know. Leave a comment. All that stuff. You guys aren't going to do that anyways. No one ever talks to me that much. But it's fine. I'm just going to keep creating here in the corner and making things and being creepy. That's all you want from me. To stare at you from the vent covers while you do your work, not knowing I'm watching you. That's actually something I do in games far more often than I show with my friends. But that's all I've got to talk about today, everyone. We've got plans for future videos. I've been working on my model improvements and working on my channel art and stuff, being creepy and all that stuff. So anyways, if there's anything you guys would like to see in the future, let me know. I've also got some new game ideas planned for streams and stuff, so if you enjoy that stuff, leave a comment for what games you want to see me play and probably have trouble with. But I've got some plans as well. Yeah, just fun stuff that I think is good for streaming. But anyways, everyone, that's enough for now. I will see you all next time.